Hello, Transformers friends. This is Nerd. Oh God, I would never do that again. But anyway, today I'll be taking a look at the Transformers retro carded Seaspray made by Hasbro. So take a look at the packaging. This is the retro carded packaging, similar with Hasbro doing like the Marvel Legends figures and the vintage collection with Star Wars. So yeah, so now they're doing it with Transformers. So you see the window exposing the figure and the accessory. You get the artwork of the original toy, and it says the Transformers logo right there. Recommend for ages 8+. On the bottom, there's the old school Hasbro logo. You get the name right there, and of course, it says he's an Autobot. And on the back, there's like the whole battle between Decepticons and Autobots. And here's like this little card right there and the status here. And a little readout about Seaspray. Go ahead, pause the video if you want to read it. So that's about it. Let's take out Seaspray out of the package. Here is Seaspray out of the package, and he is transformed in boat mode. Well, I transformed him in boat mode. So let's take a closer look at the boat mode here. Looks pretty cool. Not too bad at all. Not too bad. Looks exactly like how he is in the original G1 cartoon. But still looks good. Looks pretty good indeed. Yeah, there's some openings there. Oh, pops out easily, so be careful with that. Yeah, it looks really decent, I would say. You get the Autobot logo right there, and you can see there's like a little window right there on the boat there. You get those propellers here that spins perfectly. Nothing much I can say about it, but you can see some of the metal screws here. There's some holes and everything. You get the blaster here, which is connected for this little peg right there, and there's a peg hole here, just like that. It looks like he has like a laser or a weapon on him. Well, obviously it's a weapon, but I don't think it fits. Let's just take it out. Nope. Well, there he is without the blaster here. Yeah, I think it looks pretty decent. It looks like a regular boat, but with the Autobot logo right there. Yeah, but still really not too bad looking good for the boat here. Looks pretty decent. I would say it looks exactly like how it is in the cartoon or the original toy. That's what this figure is based on. Now let's move on to robot mode, shall we? Here is Seaspray in his robot form. So take a closer look at the figure here. The head sculpt here looks pretty decent. I'm pretty sure this is based on the toy, but not the actual G1 head sculpt. Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments down below, please. But still, the head sculpt looks good. I heard there's going to be like another version of Seaspray. Like if you missed out on this version, well, that's fine. Don't worry, Hasbro's going to make this figure. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Not too bad at all. Not too bad. Yeah, you get a little window right there on his chest and everything. You can see some colorings there. Take a look at the hands. You can see there's the hands for holding on the accessories. And of course, you still have the propellers right there. Also movable, obviously. Nothing much on the legs, just plain yellow, but there's some like edges right there on each side. Nothing much on the back here, but there's like some peg holes there and everything. Same thing right there on the arms. And take a look at the feet. You can see some of the windows right there as well. And on the bottom, let's just say these are peg holes right there on each side of his feet there. So yeah, the figure itself in its robot mode looks pretty good. Well, I didn't show you the transformation, but the transformation is still decent, but has a little bit stiff to it. So be careful with it. You don't want to break this figure that costs $30. Yes, this figure retails for $30 at Walmart. Thankfully, there's like before they changed the tag, it was like the $25 price range before the tariff. Yeah. yeah. So anyway, back to this figure again. The figure itself looks good. Well, it's still really decent. The transformation, like I mentioned, is a bit stiff, but be careful with it. Still really a decent figure. Moving on to articulation, there is head rotation there. A little bit of ball joint. But it's like trying to move the head, it's hindered by the little spoiler, I think. I don't know what these called. But the yarns to go fully rotate doesn't go fully rotate. Well, it does. Well, it doesn't go fully rotate because it's hindered by the propellers. But it does go in and out. Bend at the elbows, rotate at the elbows. The wrist goes up and down. No rotation. Waist rotation, legs kick forward and back, in and out. Upper leg rotation, bend at the knees. I'm not sure this counts as an articulation, but the ankles to go pivot forward back. Ankle pivot side to side. And that's about it. I mean, you can still give him some decent amount of posabilities. For accessories, I did show you earlier, he does come with this blaster that you can actually put it on his hand like so. Boom. There we go. Overall, for this figure itself, I really do like this figure. Yeah, I really do like the character from the G1 animated series. And I'm really happy to have this figure in my collection. The sculpting wise looks pretty good. The robot form looks pretty decent. The boat mode looks good. Yeah, the transformation is a little bit stiff, so be careful with it. Not too stiff, but a bit stiff. But a little bit stiff, I would say. Yeah, I really do think this figure is definitely a must-have for your collection if you're a big fan of Transformers, especially the character Seaspray, which this is why I really got this figure, because I love the character. And again, like I mentioned earlier, I know there's like a rumor that another version of Seaspray that is not exclusive to Walmart will have like the toy accurate head or cartoon accurate head. I don't know. But still, this figure looks pretty decent. I do definitely recommend getting this figure, well, if it's on sale, because it's retail for 30 bucks. But then I mentioned it, I really got it when I saw like before they changed the price. Yeah, I would definitely recommend getting this figure if it goes on clearance or on sale. Cause come on, who would rather pay $30 for a Transformer figure? Yep. The tariffs, all right. But again, still, the figure itself is still pretty good. I highly recommend it. I'll give Seaspray a 9 out of 10 for me. I hope you enjoyed my review. If you did, please consider like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. And follow me on Instagram, Threads, and Blue Sky. All 3 links will be in the description down below. That's all I had to say. This is the Transformers retro carded Seaspray figure made by Hasbro. And this is J.A.R. 369. Thank you very much for watching. And I'll see you on my next review. And remember, keep on collecting.